Welcome, everyone, to the Sideline Sitdown. I'm your host, Jacob Larson.
I'm your co-host, D. Fox.
And today, on the sideline, we have a very controversial topic to discuss, I feel like.
I mean, it's just, kinda. We'll see.
Kinda?
It depends if Jacob's list pisses me off or not.
Well, today we are going to be talking about who we believe will be the runners for MVP this season.
Yeah, we're going to do a top four early predictions. We're only 5 games into the season, but this is
perfect time to do it.
That's why it's called early predictions. We'll see. So this is our personal favorites to who we think are going to be in the running or who's going to win. So.
And as well as we have a dark horse MVP as well.
Yeah.
So what we mean by dark horse is somebody that you wouldn't expect to win MVP.
Alright, so let's start with the top 4.
Let's start. I want you to do your first. I want you to do your number 1 first.
No, we start number 4.
Okay, I want you to give your number 4 first.
Okay, so my number 4 is going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's averaging, this season in the 5 games he's played, he's averaging 25.8 points per game and over 15 rebounds a game. Milwaukee's undefeated at 5-0. I called Milwaukee overrated in the first episode.
I think I said they're trash too. No, I said their starting 5 is good, and I kept telling you their starting 5 is good.
You know what?
And this guy every time is like, no, they're trash.
I feel like with the way Giannis is playing, he should be higher on the list, but because I stand by me thinking Milwaukee's not going to finish top 3 in the conference, I don't care, and I'm putting him at my number 4 and no higher. I don't care.
Giannis is also my number 4 MVP. He's really good. I swear he's almost averaging a triple-double, and his team's undefeated, so it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah, his numbers are crazy. He's averaging over 15 points. Rebounds and
he's put on a lot of muscle mass too. Like he's definitely set to have a breakout NBA season.
And I think another reason why he's in running for MVP is because again, I still don't think Milwaukee's that good. So I think just the fact that they're 5-0 shows how valuable he really is.
I don't get how you think Milwaukee is not good.
Their
starting lineup is so. Their starting lineup. I said this.
I only rate Chris Middleton.
How? Brook Lopez 5 threes last game. Here's the thing with Brook Lopez. He won't. Okay, we're not talking about Brook Lopez. It doesn't matter. But Giannis,
he brought Brook Lopez. Okay, so that just shows how valuable Giannis is. That makes a better case for his MVP.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Okay. Go through number 3.
My number 3 is none other than the GOAT, LeBron James.
Okay. So explain. You go.
Do you really need to explain LeBron? He's the best player in the world, better than Michael Jordan. Arguably, better than Michael Jordan.
Arguably, yeah.
Easily the best player on the Lakers team. And the crazy thing is, you see how valuable he is. Look at Cleveland now without him on them.
That's true.
That team's trash.
That's a different season, though.
Yeah, but...
We're talking about MVPs for this season.
Yeah, but look how good he's playing this season.
Okay, well...
He's the best player on the young Lakers team.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair, the first 3 games, he looked okay, but the team kind of looked like trash.
Yeah.
But now, what is he averaging? He's averaging 27 points, 9 assists, and 8.6 rebounds. And they are 2 and 3, but that team's definitely... I said they're overrated, but that team's still going to playoffs, probably 4th or 5th seed.
Okay.
So, and he's the best player in the whole league.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can make a debate every year to give it to LeBron. So, LeBron just deserves to be on
I think
here.
It's obvious to throw LeBron on the list because he's LeBron.
Yeah.
But the reason I didn't have LeBron this season is because I think he's on the Lakers and
What do
he's
you
in
mean?
the Western Conference.
You don't have LeBron at all?
No, not at all. I'm going to say it from now. And the reason I don't have LeBron on my list is not because I don't like LeBron. I love LeBron. I think he's one of the best players of all time. I think he's the best player in the league. But because...
This guy doesn't even have LeBron.
But I don't know, because... I can't... Okay, because he's on the Lakers and he's in the West, I don't think they're going to finish with a high enough record for him to be considered as an MVP. Because typically... With the exception of the Russell Westbrook averaging a triple-double season.
That was very impressive.
With the exception of that, typically the MVP is usually in one of the top teams per conference. And also, since that team is so deep, I don't think his numbers are going to be as inflated as some other people like Giannis would be.
Oh yeah, Giannis' numbers are going to be
because since Giannis is such a main option on his team, LeBron can pass.
So is LeBron though.
I know, but I feel like he's not taking the main scorer lead this year. He's kind of letting the younger players develop.
Trying to train them and develop them.
Yeah, so the reason I don't have him on my MVP list, I don't think his numbers are going to be high enough, and I don't think the record's going to be good. But I still think he's the best player in the world.
What do you think the record needs to be considered an MVP?
I think you need to finish in at least top 4. seed.
Really?
In the West. In the East, you need to finish higher because the East is typically not as good as the West. But in the West, you probably have to finish at least top 4.
See, for me, when I was making my list, I was just thinking, like, to be contended. Like, if you take your team to the playoffs, that's pretty good.
It's
top
pretty good,
seed,
I guess, in the West, too.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. But I feel like also LeBron's won 4 MVPs. And I feel like just because of that, people never really consider him for MVP
That's
anyways.
the thing. Like, last year, he probably could have gotten...
Over Harden? Yeah, there was a...
Well, Harden was really good, but, like, there's an argument to be made.
Yeah, there's an argument to be made.
So, that's crazy that you don't have him on your list.
Okay, so my number 3, I know you have him on your list, and you know, because...
Ooh, splash!
State fan. I'm going to have Stephen Curry,
Yeah, he's
2-time MVP. Just came off a 51-point game, just had and scored 29 tonight.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, so a reason I think Steph, the only reason, I don't think that both players that I have above Steph, there's a case to be made that they're better than him, but I'm not going to say they're better than him. The only reason I have Steph at number 3 though and not higher on my list personally is because since he's on the Golden State Warriors and KD can take over any night and Clay can go off any night, his numbers also, same case with LeBron, won't be as good.
That's true.
But I think because they don't have a bench this year that's as strong as previous seasons, him and Durant are going to have to do more scoring than usual because him and Durant combined for 81 points the other night.
Yeah, which is insane.
Yeah.
Nobody even noticed Durant's 30-point game.
Exactly.
Everybody was so focused on Curry's 50 or 51.
And just the way he's been playing so far, I feel like he's going to try to take that number 1 option role from Durant.
Yeah.
Where they're going to
He's
look
playing
at
like
first.
the number 1 option.
Yeah,
because
when KD goes off, the game could still be close, even though KD's an amazing scorer. But when Steph goes off and people are just panicking, like you saw what happened in Washington, it's just over. You can't win.
Unguardable. And you can't guard that 3 because you don't even. He can pull up from anywhere on the court. And it's like, do I defend him up? Like, do I try to choke up on him and then like?
Yeah, exactly. So he's one of my favorites, but I don't know if he's going to be a contender again because since the Golden State usually blows people out by the fourth quarter, he doesn't always play in the fourth quarter, and his stats won't be as.
I think it was DeMarcus Cousins came out and said, or no, it was Andre Iguodala. He said Steph should be a forerunner for MVP, but since Golden State is considered like too good,
yeah,
they won't even acknowledge him for it, which is like fair. Like the team is very good, but I mean, if he's that good, you still have to give him
I think he's in consideration, but I don't think he's going to be a favorite.
Yeah, he's definitely in consideration.
Okay, so
he's
number 2?
Yeah, my number 2 is Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, so I'm just going to throw this out here. We actually have the same number 1 and 2, as I can see on our list, and we just have them flipped. So.
Oh, you have Kawhi at number 1?
No, I have Kawhi at number 2. Oh,
yeah, so do I.
Oh, I thought you had him at number 1.
No.
Oh, okay,
no.
Good. All right.
Yeah, no, Kawhi, like, you can't really, like, he was an MVP finalist, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. This season he's averaging so far, it's 6 games now.
Yeah.
He's averaging 26.6 points, 2 assists, which is like whatever, and then 8 rebounds a game. On the best team in the East.
On the best team in the East.
I think we can say.
Raptors are the best team in the East. They're 6-0.
Yeah. Celtics are still good, but I actually think the Raptors, definitely with Kawhi. That's how good Kawhi is. Yeah. Even the team without Kawhi, you saw them versus Washington. Like, that team is still really good.
Yeah.
But then you add Kawhi on that team. So this is like the argument I'm trying to make for Kawhi is, I'm trying to, like, Westbrook, how you put Westbrook
on the team and his stats will be insane, but his team will lose games.
Yeah.
It's the opposite with Kawhi.
Kawhi's team is so good, and then Kawhi's team is so good without him, and then you put him on the team, and they're just that much better. It's like everybody's still eating with him on the team, and he's just a super efficient player.
Exactly. I don't think it shows up on the stat sheet enough because he's averaging so far in 6 games, 26.6 points a game, 8 rebounds, which is still crazy, but since it's early in the season, a lot of people actually have better stats than that, like even Blake Griffin and some other players. But the thing about it is that I don't think he's going to have historically amazing numbers this season or ever, just the way his play style is. But he has so much more impact on the court than people realize. Like,
well, his defense is insane. Yeah, blocks and steals. He's going to be racking those up all season.
Yeah, but on the stat sheet, he won't have better stats than even, I don't think,
probably like LeBron, stuff like that. But that's the thing. I think MVP should be like who
is the most valuable.
Yeah.
And you can see the sudden change because we had DeMar last season. We were the number 1 seed. But you see just how much better the team is this season with Kawhi. It shows the impact that he deserves to be a top 3 candidate for sure.
With DeRozan, though, people still consider the team elite in the regular season, but it's like people are watching this Raptors season now, and they're like, "Yo, like this team is like elite, like championship. Because like last year was like, oh, the Raptors are really good, but let's see how they do in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Whereas Kawhi is that like consistently good.
Yeah.
And if you look at his playoff numbers, they're the exact same almost as his
he's a
season
champion.
numbers. Maybe, he's an NBA champion. So it's like an NBA MVP or NBA finalist MVP. So it's like you put him on any team, and honestly, I think it's like the LeBron effect. Like they're considered contenders.
Yeah.
It's just people forgot that he's this good.
Yeah. So
including me, like I didn't know he was going to be this good this season, but
yeah, I didn't know he was going to be this good.
Yeah,
I'm very impressed. So
yeah.
If you don't have Steph on your list, if you don't have LeBron on your list, makes sense. But if you don't have Kawhi on the list, I think
he's been playing really good.
Yeah. So
Really.
And number one, I think most people have the same number one.
Yeah.
Especially even going into the season, a lot of people have the same number one. Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he was like the most predicted player, I believe.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially because Anthony Davis doesn't have elite of players around him. His stats are going to be insane.
Well, and the team is actually doing really well too, with
Yeah.
him being the best player. Like who do they have? They have Alfred Payton, who's like okay.
Yeah.
They have Mirotic, who's pretty good, but I feel like he'll cool off.
Yeah. There are players who are good around him, but they're still not all-stars.
Superstars.
So
like
his
him.
stat sheet is gonna look crazy, and they're I think they're 5-0 right now. They're 4-0
They
or
lose tonight?
5-0.
Did they lose tonight
I
or
think
win?
they won.
They're 5-0 too.
Yeah, they're 5-0.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be a team. They'll like. It was you that said that team's trash, right?
No, I didn't say they were trash. I said, I did. I said everyone other than Anthony Davis on that team is probably gonna be trash this season.
But the thing is, most of the players on that team are good, and Anthony Davis is just
Making
insane.
You can fit him into any team, and you won't get worse with him.
No, you're definitely becoming. He's another one of those players. You throw him on any team, contender automatically.
Yeah, he's an amazing scorer.
Yeah.
He can rebound. He's one of the best defensive players in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's almost a sure thing for MVP consideration. For
Top three MVP, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And everybody was already hyped up on him being MVP before the season started, which in my opinion is kind of a mistake to do because you should always see how the season goes. But he's proving that people are right by saying.
Yeah, individually he's right,
Yeah.
and also looking at the team's record so far, and if the team's probably going to be top 4 in the conference.
Yeah, which is really crazy because you and I both did not see that coming,
Did
and
not
we are
see
the most
that.
credible people
We're
on the
definitely
internet.
we're very credible.
Yeah.
Professional NBA analysts over here. Yeah, so I think that pretty much sums up our list.
So what was it? We both agree with AD number one.
Yeah.
Kawhi.
We differ with Steph and LeBron at number 3.
But we both agree Giannis should be up there.
So
And then LeBron and Steph are both good. There's a couple other players that will probably... Like, this list is obviously going to change throughout the season. Like, probably KD will come up here for a while. A couple other players will come up.
Yeah, KD deserves to be here too. It's just I feel like you can only pick one player on that team.
Well, and it's like, is he the number one or number two option?
Yeah.
You pick the number one option on
I
that
picked
team,
it to be
right?
Steph, so.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk about our dark horse MVP now? So, one player you think realistically probably won't win it, but could. Who would you pick?
Okay, so I don't think Blake Griffin.
I like Blake Griffin.
I would not have said this before the season. I don't want to throw a lot of bias on the season so far.
Yeah,
because
so
it's
short,
so early. But I feel like he's averaging over 30 points a game right now, and his team's undefeated. I'm pretty sure they're undefeated.
Yeah, they're 5-0, I think. Yeah.
So it's and he doesn't have a lot of options on his team, so he's really carrying this team.
Who's he gonna pass to?
Okay, I will go on record to say this. I think Detroit sucks. Other than the rest of their team, Andre Drummond's okay because he can rebound. He plays some. I'd say he plays defense, but I saw Embiid kill him the other day. So
I think Detroit's pretty good.
Other than the
I don't
backcourt?
think they're trash.
I think their backcourt's good.
No, but their front court's really
Yeah, that's
good.
2 players.
Yeah, that's not trash.
That makes them trash.
No, that makes them pretty decent.
That makes them Milwaukee with an extra big man.
They're okay in my books. So Blake Griffin, you think is your dark horse. You want to know who my dark horse is?
Who?
DeMar DeRozan on the Spurs.
Okay, so it's been a good episode.
No, let me tell you why I think DeMar DeRozan.
Okay.
Sit back down. Let me tell you why. Let me tell everybody, because everybody's like, DeMar DeRozan. Okay, this guy. Okay, but last game, trash. Last game, not good. But listen, okay, look at his stats from the other games. He was averaging like 28 points per game, which is good on the Spurs, and the Spurs are like a very system-based offense and defense. So Popovich, what I'm thinking, this season is going to be able to take DeMar and make him a pretty good two-way player, It's really good on offense. Look at the way this guy's looking at me.
You don't even seem sure about what you're saying.
No, I am sure about what I'm saying. DeMar DeRozan, not for MVP, but for dark horse.
But that's a dark horse who could win MVP.
Exactly, he could. He's pretty good, and he's playing with Popovich.
I think he'll become the second best shooting guard in the league with the way Clay's been playing.
He already is the second best shooting guard in the league.
Sure.
He already is.
Okay, so right now I'd say is because Clay's not playing that well. I don't think Oladipo is the second best. And Jimmy Butler, I think DeRozan, you're right. DeMar could probably pass Jimmy Butler if his defense improves.
Yeah. I still think he's already passed him, but whatever.
He could be passed. I just mean like under definitive lead, probably.
Well, because you don't think Oladipo's number 2, do you?
No, of course not.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
You said that.
So, yeah, no, I don't know. I think DeRozan definitely could. This is the year, if he's going to have a year that he could win MVP, I think this is going to be his year. That's why I put him as dark horse.
I don't think DeMar DeRozan's ever going to win MVP. I'm going to throw it out there right now.
If he's going to have a year to win it, it's going to be
I don't think
this
he's
year.
ever going to be the best shooting guard in the league. And I don't think Harden's going to win another MVP. So that's why I don't think DeMar's going to win any MVP.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Is there anybody we are forgetting?
Oh, Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid, yeah, on the MVP, like on that main MVP
Yeah,
list.
I don't want to go into talking too much about him, but yeah, we forgot about Joel Embiid, our bad. Next time.
Yeah, next time we'll remember. But yeah,
We'll see mid-season, yeah.
he's probably up there. I personally, even with remembering Joel Embiid, I wouldn't put him on my list.
I wouldn't put him on top 4, but I think he would be good for 5.
Instead of your Blake Griffin.
Well, Blake
dark
Griffin's
horse
like a
pick.
dark horse MVP. I feel I'd still put Joel Embiid higher than him.
Like you'd put Joel Embiid at like a top 5.
Yeah, I'd put him at 5.
I put him at a top 6.
Okay.
So, anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Sideline Sitdown. I'm your host, Jacob Larson.
D Fox.
And yeah, thanks for watching.